Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you guys how I created my scratch off cards for my small Tumblr business. I wanted to create some discount codes for some customers. I'm probably going to only do maybe 30 cards, and then I want to do 10% off, 15% off, and then maybe a few free tumblers in there somewhere. So here I have Canva opened. Canva is free. There are some things that you will have to pay for the pro version. I paid $12 a month for this program, and the size that I'm doing with this card is a 5.5 by 3.5. I feel like it's a pretty good size for a thank you card. And I previously had a thank you card that was this size, so I just want to stick to the same size card that I was previously having. I'm honestly probably going with a similar design than what I previously had, just because I really liked it, but I'm just going to add a few things, take away some things, move some things around, and add in my circle for my scratch off. So if you want to see how to make those, keep watching this video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so now. I will greatly appreciate it. So now I am going to go into adding my logo. So if you have a logo, this is a great opportunity to go ahead and add it in here. It definitely does help with adding similar colors of your logo, or pretty much the same exact colors of your logo, into your thank you card. So I just want to go ahead and add that in there because Canva will pick up those colors, which I create the logo in Canva anyway. But Canva will pick up those colors, and you will be able to use those with your text, as well as any other background object element that you do want to add in here. So now I'm just going to go ahead and insert a few logos to add to my card. I definitely want to advertise yourself on your thank you cards. So I'm going to add my YouTube channel, my Instagram page, and also my TikTok. So give me a follow on those, and also of course subscribe to my channel. I definitely do like to add them on here in case someone wants to post their cup and want to tag me in it, especially with these giveaways that I'm going to be doing. It'll be great for anyone that will be winning the custom card to actually tag me in whatever cup they want customized. So I definitely will be doing it at random. Everything will be covered with a sticker on it, which you'll get to see at the end of the video, to create that scratch off. So here I ended up picking a TikTok logo here, but I thought it was a little too thin compared to the YouTube and the Instagram logo, so I ended up just looking for another one and deleted that one. But if you do not have the pro version of Canva, you can definitely find these images on Google. Just Google, whatever logo you're looking for, type in black and white, and then you can upload it to Canva and use it. It's not that big of a deal to not have pro. I only pay for pro because I love using the background remover. That's probably mainly why I ended up purchasing it. So you can still get a lot of benefit out of having Canva for free if you choose that you do not want it. So here I am going to be adding some text in. I just want to show you guys some examples. My card will be white because I will be putting it on a glitter cardstock, which I will show you at the end of this video as well. You can pick it up from Walmart for $4.44 for 10 sheets. So I love it. It's all I use for my thank you cards, but if you wanted to print on regular just white cardstock, let's say your card is black and you wanted it to have some type of effect, or you wanted your text to pop out or anything like that, there's some great examples here. These also give you good examples that you can just edit. So if you wanted a sale, or you wanted it to say, congrats so-and-so, it just gives you pretty much templates if this is what you wanted your thank you card to look like, or if you're editing something else in Canva, this is a good way to try to, come up with a better, a good idea on laying out those words. So I'm just going to show you guys a quick example of one of these. I love the neon look. I always use it on Instagram stories, as well as TikTok, but I'm not going to use it here. I'm just showing you guys an example. If you have a color background, how you can get your text to kind of pop through. See, I love this, but it's not the look that I want from my card. necessarily, but it is a really cute look. If that's something that you want. Let's say you sell neon signs and you just want to create scratch offs for your customers, this will be a good idea. So now that I'm done showing you guys some examples of those, I'm just going to be doing my own template. So you can do that just by clicking on add a heading, you can do a subheading, or you have the option to add little bits by text. I will be using all three of those for this. So of course I want my thank you to be the biggest, which is why I selected add a heading, and then you can go up to the top and select your font. Am I the only one that finds it very hard to select a font sometimes? I would definitely, scroll through fonts for a good little bit before I settle on one. Even though here I was able to find it kind of quicker than usual, but I love to have options. I love to basically browse the fonts before I select one. So here's an example I was showing you how it has my logo here and it lists the colors, which I don't really have that olive. Well, the olive green is kind of around. You can't really see it. It's kind of hidden a little bit because the image is so small right now on the screen. But if you have your logo or another image in here, it would definitely pick up those colors, and I really love that. But I'm just going to stick with black because I want to add a brush stroke to the back of the words, which I'm sure plenty of you guys have seen. My previous card had a brush stroke in the back, and I actually purchased a Canva download from Etsy when I first started my business, before I even really knew how to work Canva that well. Or more so, it was really because I just didn't want to take the time out to make my own. So I'm doing that now. But I'm pretty sure you guys have seen plenty of cards with little, paint brush strokes behind the words, or things like that. So here I'm just selecting a few to play around with within the card. I'm not going to use all of them. I just want to see which one fits, or which two possibly fit on here that I like. There's a lot of little options on here. Some of them, of course, you wouldn't want to put on your card, but it depends on your preference. So now I just want to add in a line, or like a bar, to kind of separate my thank you with the social media accounts that I have, as well as the scratch off piece. I think it's a good little border between them two. So now I want to add smaller text underneath my thank you. You can do that just by holding down Control C, copy, and then Control V to paste. And then I want to say, first, thank you for supporting my small business. I'm going to adjust the line space between both lines. And then, of course, you can stretch the box out to make sure everything fits on the same line as well. And then I'm just going to put it under the thank part of the word, or words. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to. If you want it to just say thank you by itself, it can. If you want to say thank you for your order, you can do that as well. I just wanted to change it to for my small business because that's what it is. I feel like that really hits home a lot for a lot of people who are, who do have a business, who started a business last year. I just really love the fact that I do have a small business, so I just wanted to add that on there. So I think I want to add in a heart next to the for supporting my small business and make it white so that it kind of looks like it's cut out of the brush stroke. When I tell you it's so aggravating moving these things around because it's like you're trying to click on one thing and nothing's blocking it. And I ended up shortening the box, of course, after this, but it's like it's so easy to just click on one thing that you're not meaning to move. So you end up having to move it out the way anyway to get to what you need to get to. It's very annoying, but not terrible. I just needed to shrink the other box down because there was way too much space in that box. I just wanted to be able to place the heart where it needed to go, but I was having such a difficult time doing it. You do see the little icons underneath everything that you click, and it'll give you the option to either rotate or to move whatever you want around besides, just clicking on the center of the object. So that does help some. So now I just want to go ahead and adjust um, my contact us portion. I'm sorry, I ended up adding it to actually say connect with us. I like that better than contact us. Which I mean, I have an Etsy shop, so that's mainly the way that people chat with me, anyways. I do have a couple people hit me up on Instagram, which isn't, either one is perfectly fine with me. So I'd rather just say connect with us because you can follow me, subscribe to me on all three of these. So. So now I just want to add in my business name right above this line and then put my logo right next to it. You may not even be able to read my logo too well on the thank you card. So of course I want to add in my website name. It's Etsy. I went ahead and bought my domain for Etsy. I upgraded to the Etsy Plus. No, a lot of people don't agree with Etsy or wanting to have an Etsy, but it definitely has benefited me within the last year. With the ads, everything. I'm not having to, I guess you can say, promote myself as much as you would with Shopify or Wix. Your own website that you're having to pay $30 a month for. When I don't, now I'll be paying $10 a month for Etsy just to, have my own domain and then some other added benefits with that, which I love. $10 a month is nothing. They can take that out of my sales because I get enough of them anyway. You gotta manifest things. You gotta speak things into existence, okay? But here I'm just playing around with creating a shadow to make my store name pop out. so that you're able to see it on a card once it's printed. So I was kind of going back and forth on trying to decide if I wanted it to be a shadow or a lift. Any of those things would have been good. I just couldn't settle on which one I personally wanted because I'm very picky when it comes to things like this, or really in general. But I do love the way it ended up coming out on the card. Okay, again, this is another thing that I wanted to add to my thank you card that is optional. I just always would love for any customer to leave a 5-star review, of course. So I just wanted to add that in here at the bottom. I did have it on my previous card, so I just wanted to reiterate that, and I do think it works. I mean, I do get a lot of great reviews, so there's no harm in actually adding this on here if that's something that you wanted to do. But I'll go ahead and add my stars in here, and make sure that it's 5 stars and that they're all grouped together, and then I will make those gold as well. Okay, so now it's time to add in our circle where our scratch off will be. So of course we want something that's hollow, just so that we're able to add in that text. I mean, it's completely up to you. You could definitely do a full circle if you want to, add some text right on top of that, put the sticker right on top of that circle, but I personally wanted it to be hollow, so that the sticker can go in the center pretty much. You can kind of have that teal border around the gold sticker because I bought these stickers from Amazon, and I personally chose gold because I have gold in my logo. I love gold more than silver, which is the reason why I picked it. But they do have other options on Amazon. You can get like holographic. So definitely search on that for something that kind of fits within your color scheme is what I would personally agree with. Something that looks really good and that can complement your thank you card. So the gold fit perfectly with this. So my issue I was having with this circle is the fact that Canva doesn't allow you to put in dimensions for anything. You can sit there and you can pull the tabs to resize it. You can rotate, you can do all of that, but you cannot put in any dimensions. And my sticker is 1.5 inches. So I literally had to do this, finish it up a little bit. I'm going to add in the arrow and everything on here. And then I printed out an example just to see how big the circle actually is when it's printed. And then I put my sticker right on top of that. And then I was able to kind of guess on how big to make it. And it worked out pretty well. So that may be something that you would have to do. Hopefully you will have the sticker before you do this so that you're able to see how big to make it. But I wasn't sure. I couldn't honestly figure out how to actually make it 1.5 or probably a little bit less because I wanted, again, the circle to be bigger than the actual sticker, or more, I would say. So here I'm just putting an example of what can go inside of the circle. You want whatever cell you're having, whatever percentage you want to have off. I'm doing 15% off, and then I want to input a code. These codes are not real. I just want to say that. These are not going to be real codes I'm going to have in my shop. I'm going to come up with something else because, of course, I don't want to put out what code it is for these. So make sure that you don't, expose any codes to people that, may use it that have not actually won the scratch off or received the scratch off in their order, because I'm going to be putting these in orders that I will be receiving. I have some orders that I will be getting done this upcoming week, so they will definitely be getting these scratch offs. So you can definitely curve your text if you want it to go around your circle. I ended up not liking it. I played around with it and I actually, printed it out to get an example with how big to make a circle, but I didn't like how big the font was around the circle, and there's no way to really adjust that because, of course, you have to make it, as big as the circle is. So it just was not working out for me, and I was trying to adjust it and everything, and I just was not a fan of how it looked. So after I printed it out and everything, I ended up just deleting it and doing it a different way. Okay, so after going through the arrows and changing my scratch off to scratch and win, I really love it. I think it came out really good. I'm very happy with how this looks. I definitely want to, of course, make it a little bit bigger to fill in that empty space. I do love it. Make sure that you do save your work to whatever name you want it to be. I ended up changing it to 15 because I want to also do 10% off, which now I'm just going to adjust. Change it to 10, change the win to 10. I'm doing this just to show you guys an example, of course, and I can go back and work on these and change my code to what I need it to be. Just always make sure it says all changes saved at the top before you actually go to download it, and you want to download it as a JPEG. And not, you can do a PNG file. It would definitely print out the same on whatever color paper you have, but just save it as a JPEG. It will just save the white background or whatever color background that you do have. So I'm just showing another example of, free, because I do want to do 3 free custom templates. Or I might end up just doing 2. I haven't fully decided yet, but I just want to show you guys an example. If you did choose to do something for free with your scratch off as well, this is a good example of just how to word it maybe. Okay, so now that I have everything downloaded, I'm using Inkscape to insert those JPEGs, and I'm going to print from here. You can print from anywhere. If you have Microsoft Word, anywhere where you can insert your JPEG into, you can print. You can print from something like Cameo, which is what I was originally going to do, but I decided to just use another program to show you guys another example of where you can print from. But you can definitely print from anywhere. Any program that you have, just make sure that you, of course, just upload your image into that program, and then you should be able to print from there. And then I'll show you guys an example of how they look when they're done printing. Okay, so here is the white glitter cardstock that I get from Walmart. It's shed free. It definitely says print me on there, so you don't want to just use any glitter cardstock and have it get stuck in your printer, of course. There's 10 sheets and it's only $4.44. So here are the scratch offs that we have printed, and then I'm just going to go ahead and slice these up. And then any extra paper you have, you can definitely use. I know Michael's has these like different shaped hole punches. There's hearts, there's circles, there's different things that you can maybe add in your boxes to use with that extra glitter paper. Or you can maybe, if you have a shredder, you can definitely still use it to put inside of your boxes with this as well. So now that I have these spaced through, I'm going to go ahead and add my stickers. And here are I just want to zoom in a little bit for you guys. And then show you guys the gold stickers that I got from Amazon. It was 150 pack, and I cannot remember how much I paid for them. I want to say that it was maybe, I feel like it was under $10. It was fairly cheap. It really was. And it's for 150. I think that's pretty good. So now I just want to show you guys how it fits well into the circle, and you can still see the border around it. I just love how this came out. I really do. And I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped you in some type of way. I hope it was easy. If you have any questions, please ask below. Yeah, please subscribe, of course. I will, in the description box, put my links to my shop, and also put in my social media if you want to follow me on there. And then now I'll show you guys how it looks when it's scratched off. Of course, you just want to use anything like a quarter. Some people use their keys, you know, when you get a scratch off from like the corner store or something like that, or the gas station, and it comes off really easy. And it leaves behind like this glossy film, so it's not like you're scratching the actual glitter or like, you know, your cardstock. It actually is like this like very glossy like film over your text. I guess to protect it so that you're not scraping, you know, your paper off. But they work pretty well, and I love them. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you learned something. Please comment below any questions, and if this worked for you, hopefully you'll give me a shout out if you decide to, you know, make a video or a TikTok of this.